guys, Kieran here. Just finished an hour-and-a-half long session of working on my nose slides. I've just shown you, I've just edited together and shown you all the makes that come out of the session. Not as many as you'd like for a trick that I've been doing for a while, but well-needed session. Basically, I think my nose slides have been slightly broken for a good 6 months now, and I finally managed to fix them today. So I just wanted to try and quickly explain what I was doing wrong, just in case it helps anyone who's trying to learn this trick. And because there is I think I'd fell into the habit of doing this trick in a way that you can still do it and you will land the trick, but it won't help you improve it and push it any further forward. It's kind of frustrating because when I spent a lot of time learning this trick, I definitely learned how to do it correctly. But then because I just haven't been practicing it and working on it as much, I fell back into this habit of doing it in a kind of pants way, to be honest. So yeah, basically, obviously the correct way and what I've just relearned to do with a nose slide is to pop up and then shift this front foot all the way over onto your nose, push the weight down so you can hold it. And when you're like that, you can effectively hold them for as long as you want, certainly once you get used to it. And you can come out, you can come out to regular, you can come out to fakie, all sorts of stuff. However, the habit that I've got into over the winter and stuff is basically, instead of going fully planting this foot over, is when I pop, it's just leaning my foot a little bit so that when I get up onto the ledge, instead of fully on it like this, you kind of just lean in a little bit like that. Now you can slide the nose on the ledge a little bit like this if you're going fast enough. You can even get into a pretty reasonable slide that feels pretty good and looks okay. But there's no way you can do that for any long period of time. You're not really in control of the trick. But it's definitely a really easy habit to get into. It works. You don't have to it doesn't even require the same amount of commitment. You just have to sort of shift your weight rather than stand all the way on top of it. So yeah, really bad habit for me to have got into, especially as I'd already learned how to do the trick. It's something that I think if you learn how to do the trick, you could get into it, and then it's fine. You've learned how to do tricks to some degree, but it's definitely something you want to correct pretty quickly, to be honest. So yeah, in terms of my foot, what I mean is instead of me standing my foot all the way over here, I was kind of just leaning it like this. So I'm kind of not quite on the ledge. Yeah, it's an awkward one to explain, but if you're doing nose slides and you feel like you can't sit and hold them for long enough, I guarantee that's probably what you're doing wrong. So yeah, definitely something worth bearing in mind if you're trying to learn this trick. Something that I should have worked out a lot sooner. It took me a lot of this session to work it out as well, but I'm stoked to have got it and to have got this trick back. I was really fond of this trick, and it got to a point where it was really annoying me because I wasn't doing it right. It just wasn't feeling right. I've been wanting to take this step, the step forward with this trick and start trying nose slide shoves and different bits and bobs like that, and that was never going to happen whilst I was in this really bad habit. So yeah, it is what it is. You need to just keep coming down and practicing them. Like I said, I've edited the video just to show you the makes from the session. You don't need to see every single attempt. It was an incredibly frustrating session to start with, and yeah, I don't want to bore you with loads and loads of efforts of me nose slides because I've put out a lot of videos of me trying nose slides in the past. So yeah, anyway, I hope that's useful to somebody. It was, like I said, well worth the session for me at least, and I just wanted to try and explain where I was at with it, because otherwise, yeah, it's just, I don't know. This is why I make my channel. It's like a diary for myself. So now I know if in a year's time I can't do nose slides again, I'll remember why. So yeah, anyway, huge thank you for watching, everyone. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time out to watch these videos, especially if you sat here and listen to me ramble. That means a lot to me. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you next time where we may or may not be doing nose slides. I'm not going to promise anything. Take care.